you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I want to start with thanking you for entertaining me for a long time.
Aw. How long have you watched the channel?
A little while, actually. This actually leads to my first question. There's a ton of people out there who follow you, but there's a ton of people that don't. If someone has actually never seen a video by MrBeast,
Yep.
what's the first thing you'd like them watching and why?
I mean, the first thing I'd love for them to watch is Beast Game Season 2, dropping January 7th. I think, jokes aside, I think it is like, you don't need to see any of my other content before you watch it. Were you able to watch the first couple episodes?
I watched the first episode, but didn't want to go any further because I didn't want to ask about it. But I was very surprised with the ending of episode 1 because I figured that would be something you did in like season 3 or 4 and not so soon. I'm very curious how that's going to go.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, but it's honestly, I just watched the show that drops next month. And what's funny is I have a lot of people now who walk up to me and they're like, oh, you're the guy from Beast Games. And I'll just randomly ask them, be like, I have a YouTube channel, and they're like, "Oh, you do YouTube?" And I've actually had that happen many times, and so it's very weird. I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, I mean, Prime Video is a completely different beast. At Collider, we have a lot of cinephiles that read and watch the stuff on our site. So I want to ask you a question. Do you have a favorite movie or a favorite TV show?
Ooh, I mean, right now, my favorite movies would be Dune and Dune 2. I really love that series. I'm so excited for Dune 3 coming up. Which I've never even read the Dune books, and I didn't really care too much for that world, but just the music and the design and just everything about it is so beautiful. I really, really, really love Dune. I never rewatch movies because, you already know what happens. And I never understood people who are like, I've seen that movie 4 times. I've always been like, what? But now I get it because I've watched Dune maybe like 3 or 4 times now. And it's like every time I still enjoy it. So, and in terms of favorite show, I wouldn't recommend people watch it because it's kind of outdated and boring, the first couple hundred episodes, but Naruto. I love Naruto.
I am also a huge fan of Dune. Cannot wait for Dune 3. I have to ask you, have you seen Denis Villeneuve's movie called Arrival?
Arrival. Yeah, that's where the thing, a very long time ago when it first came out, came down from space and the aliens are in it. Yeah.
I was just curious. I love that movie as well.
Same.
Moving on. One of the things that I'm amazed about your life is just how busy you are. And I would imagine it's a 24/7, 7-day-a-week kind of a thing. And I'm so curious, how do you actually manage your schedule with everything that you're involved in?
Yeah, that is a phenomenal question, and it's managing my time is a full-time job in and of itself, and so I have some people that help me. But basically, what we do is, because we run Feastables, which is the largest ethically sourced chocolate company in the world. We obviously have Beast Games, we have our YouTube channel, TikTok, all these other things. So there's like maybe a list of 500 things I need to do, and we go through and we just prioritize it all, and we're just like, in an order of priority, what is more important, and then we list it out, and then we just put it on a calendar. And my day is basically scheduled from the time I open my eyes to the time I close my eyes, and we just attack it from the order of the most important to the least important. And then main channel, I'm just always traveling and shooting, and so it's not like I can tell Egypt, I need the pyramids of Egypt from this hour to this hour. I just get the pyramids of Egypt whenever the government lets me use the pyramids of Egypt, So then I bake my meetings and all these different things I need to do around the main channel videos.
I've spoken to so many showrunners and filmmakers about the making of TV shows, and one of the things about the making of the first season is that you learn so much about how to make the show. And I'm curious, what was the big lesson or lessons that you learned making the first season that you made sure to sort of fix for season 2?
Yes, I'm actually very glad you asked that because season 1 of Beast Games, largest competition show to ever exist by a mile, largest cash prize in entertainment history, most contestants in entertainment history, largest sets in entertainment history. People loved all that. But when I would watch people watch the show, and when I studied all the reviews, I mean, I've literally seen hundreds of people watch the show. I've stared at their faces to really try to pick on everything they liked, they didn't like. I'm very hypercritical of our content. The thing that a lot of people wanted or there's 2 things a lot of people wanted. They didn't like when things were luck-based. They're like, this is the biggest competition show ever in history, and then this person gets by on luck. It should be skill-based. I don't want someone to win the largest cash prize to ever exist because they got lucky. I want them to win it because they earned it. So in season 2, we dramatically reduced the amount of luck, and we ramped up the amount of skill. And then the second thing is they just wanted to know the contestants more, which is why in season 2 we have 200 contestants, 100 of the strongest people in the world, 100 of the smartest people in the world, as opposed to 1,000 contestants like we did in season 1, because obviously the less people there are, the easier it is to get to know them.
Now the next thing is, what have you learned making season 2 that you will apply to season 3 when you most likely film it next year?
I'll be honest, I'm in that puppy dog phase where I love season 2 and I watch every episode like 5 times and I think they're amazing. So I would be better at answering that once we drop it. And, I read some reviews and I watch people watch it. But as of right now, obviously, I wouldn't put it out if I didn't think it was, amazing. And I wouldn't have done it if I didn't love everything about it. So I'm not at the point right now where I can critically roast it. But I'm sure once I drop it, despite thousands of people pouring everything they have, and we went all out, and we listened to every bit of feedback on season 1. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of feedback we get on season 2, and it's the beauty of it. Like, making content is an ever-evolving thing, and there is no perfect show. There is no perfect movie, and, there's always something to learn and improve.
I would actually say Goodfellas by Martin Scorsese is a perfect movie, but maybe that I'm joking around, but like, not really. I love that film, but yeah. I know what you're saying. You can always learn from everything. One of the things I'm curious about is, do you view Beast Games? I know you got greenlit for season 2 and season 3. Assuming the ratings are still there, is this something that you want to keep going, like season 4, season 5? Is it, you know what I mean? Because you're so pulled in so many directions.
Well, so someone cut this clip, send it to the Amazon execs. I would love nothing more than to do 10 seasons. I want to do this every year. I think this is right up my alley. This is exactly, it's like our YouTube videos, but just 100x. And I deeply enjoy Beast Games. And I think, there are phenomenal shows out there in the reality competition space, but a lot of them are just the same thing that was out there 30 years ago. There hasn't been much innovation. There's not many people who have reinvented the format. And as someone who loves reality competition shows, I just think it's important for the space that Beast Games continues. And it keeps showing people that just because things were done this way back in 2005 doesn't mean they need to be done that way in 2025. And I hope it encourages more game shows and reality shows to innovate, to adapt, to create something different. So I think it's necessary, and I have no intention of ever stopping. Like, I think it's a lot of fun.
I will be continuing to watch. One of the things that I'm curious about is, with season 1, you obviously have all the players in season 2 have seen season 1, and they've seen the way you bribe people and try to coerce them into making decisions. How did you sort of flip the switch for season 2 to not repeat the same things and introduce new elements that keep people on their toes and not ready for what you're going to do?
Yes, great question. The big thing is season 2 is 100 of the strongest people in the world versus 100 of the smartest. So we lean a lot more into that stuff thematically, whereas in season 1 we might not have had as many strength-based things. Now that we have 100 of the strongest people in the world, we can do more athletic challenges and they make sense. And now that something that in season 1 might have been a trivia game can now be something way more in depth because we have a lot smarter people. So just having a theme this season definitely in and of itself already made it feel way different.
Are you already thinking about the theme for season 3?
Oh, yes. If Amazon wouldn't kill me, I'd tell you, but
No, I understand. I'm not going to try to get you in trouble. So it's near the end of the year. Beast Game season 2 comes out at the beginning of January.
January 7th.
Right, exactly. So I'm just curious, what do you want to tease people about your 2026 plans for both the YouTube channel and just in general, like what you're working on for next year?
Oh, gosh. So much. I mean, I think 2026 is going to be the best year of content we've ever made. Like, on the YouTube side, we have some of our biggest videos ever we're working on. Like, a video we're about to start is for next year is drive around the world in a Lamborghini, keep it. And I'm going to put like a race line and then have someone drive and then have to drive straight. And if they go all the way around the world and come back and cross that finish line, they get to keep the Lamborghini. And we have like really cool videos like that I'm so excited about. But then with Beast Game Season 2, I mean, you've only seen episode 1. It gets so freaking good. And I just can't wait for that. I mean, by the time you drop this interview, people will probably know. Like episode 4, we did a collab with Survivor. And so Jeff Probst is literally co-hosting Beast Games with me. And it's so amazing on Survivor Island with the Survivor crew who built the set. There's so many things like that after that I won't even spoil that it's just so amazing. So I'm just excited for all of season 2 to get out there. And I'm dying to see what the world thinks because, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Again, I got to wrap up. I'm out of time. I'm just going to say thank you for entertaining me for a really long time. I really look forward to seeing the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.